11 is going to a trial.
When the dogs kind of went at each other and I pulled 11 away and I saw blood.
11 is going to a trial puppy hotel stay. Trial. So 11, we're planning a trip soon, and 4 days 3 nights, and we can't leave 11 alone, obviously, so we were trying to find her a doggy hotel or something. We reached out to one place, and because I guess it's somewhat closer to us, and we had another place in mind too, but it's a bit further and more expensive, and their trial we have to pay, but this place is free, the trial. So we're gonna go drop off 11, and she's gonna stay there for about 3 hours, and they're just gonna see how she does. Hopefully she passes, otherwise we're gonna have to reach out to the more expensive place. Hoping they take her. Yeah. I think this place only concerns because it's a little bit smaller, and 11 is considered a bigger dog, and she's really high energy and barky. She's very vocal. Definitely bark is louder than her bite. She's never attacked a dog. More like she's had her ass kicked, but yeah, so I think it'll be okay. It's usually better with like in the hands of professionals than with us, because we're definitely not professionals. So I think it would be okay, because she's done boarding in Calgary, in Airdrie before. And that was with a trainer, and he said she did good. She had good give and take when she plays with dogs. So there's that. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. We're gonna leave now. 11's been dropped off, and she acted like the sweetest angel at drop-off, but she still has 3 hours for them to test her personality, and she's gonna meet a bunch of other dogs. So I think she'll be okay though, because they're professionals. So yeah. She was not accepted. She failed. Elton, let's go home. So today is Friday, and as you saw, 11 was rejected from the pet hotel. I don't know that it was the most appropriate one anyways. It was pretty small, and I don't like that they just left her mixed with all the little dogs. 11's been okay. So she's had training in Calgary or in Airdrie. She did stay at a boarding and training, and the trainer was really good. It was only for about 2 weeks in our case, but he was really good, and he got her to walk on a leash because she was not walkable when we got her. I would cry because you couldn't walk her. She'd just like attack the leash, and it's her breed. We should have done more research when we got her. It is her breed. We've accepted that there's a little bit of craziness in her. We just worry about her reactivity to dogs. After her training in Airdrie, when we would walk her on leash, she was actually really good. She did not react to dogs and everything. But we have left her in Canada for about 9 months, and oh, Nani. Okay, that was an update. What was I saying? Yes, so it's been about 10 months, I think. And 11's been staying with my parents, and I think she's just forgotten a lot of her training. And not blaming my parents here, they did us a huge favor. She was there a lot for the winter too, so not as much exercise as she would in the summer over there. So she had a yard to herself. She did have like other dogs that she's played with, like little dogs. She's never bitten another dog. She hasn't been bitten either. Like, she's just been put in her place. Yeah, there's so many little dogs in Japan, and I've even run into the issue when I'm walking her just around the neighborhood, where people just walk up to you with their dog. And sometimes that would happen in Calgary or in Airdrie, but she was well trained on her leash. But here it's like she just doesn't care, and she just goes into like jump mode, and it's scary. And the little dogs bark too, right? So they're the instigators. But so we want to work on that, and that was the problem at this pet hotel where when they took her, she was fine. And even when she passed the gate, she was really good with the first dogs that were on the first floor. But then they took her to a second floor, and she started like sniffing all the doggies. And one of them got annoyed because, you know, like she comes off as rude. She's like sniff, 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 and probably sniffing their butt a little too much. And one of the little dogs barked at her, so she growled and barked back, and she was rejected. And I hear a lot of mixed things about like pet hotels here. I don't know about finding a pet sitter. I don't know how that works. Like maybe it's something to consider in the future. So Masai just came to tell me that there's this place in Yokohama that does like boarding and training or homestay. It's fairly new, about a year old, but like they have a lot of space. And we're gonna go on Saturday evening to check it out and see the process and like how they work and take a look around. We did have another trial booked for tomorrow morning. We just canceled that because it's pretty much like the other place where she got rejected. I have a friend, she actually has an Australian Shepherd, and she has offered to watch 11 for us. My concern is I don't know yet 11 and how she will react, especially to a female dog. I've heard meeting female dog is kind of like the worst combination. And I mean, she was put in her place by a female dog that was very well behaved. I'm just all over the place. So yes, tomorrow we're gonna take her to this place. She's also gonna go meet my friend's dog and just see how they get along. So tomorrow will be a long day for her. What's it at today? 37 degrees. And
18 degrees for max. AC.
We just went to eat lunch. I'll put a little clip here of the wasted lemon. A whole lemon wasted for this dessert, yo. A whole lemon. I wanted to take the lemon home with me. I felt so bad for it. But today we're gonna take 11 to a trainer homestay place and see if it's a possibility to let her stay there while we go on our trip.
It was like 5:11 was arriving.
He's happy. He's happy. You got accepted into doggy something.
Doggy homestay.
I wanted to give a little bit of an update as far as trying to find 11 a place that can watch her while we go on our trip. So I had mentioned that we were gonna go to a trainer with like the homestay, and as you saw, she was accepted into that program. When we brought 11 to Japan, there were a few things we had to do. We had to get her registered with the ward, so like a pet license. It is an annual one. And we also had to get her a rabies tag. Her rabies vaccines were given to her in Canada. So we just took the import paper that we got from the Animals Quarantine Service, and the ward gave us a rabies tag for her. So with pet hotels, we were asked to provide the proof of the rabies shot. And when we took her to the first pet hotel where she was rejected from, they asked for proof of her combination vaccine. I had no idea what a combination vaccine was. There's quite a few. There's a combination 6, combination 8, combination 10 vaccine. So it's their annual vaccines. They do them a little bit different in Japan. I think the standard is probably combination 8. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But we did get her to a vet and we got her the shot. And I also wanted to get her a tick medication just because we did have her on that in Canada. In Canada, it was the one we had her on, she would get every 3 months. It's just like a little chewy tablet and she would take it orally. And where we lived as well, it was usually just for the season, right? So winter, there was no tick issue. Here, it's a little bit different. They do them monthly. I haven't seen a tick issue where we live, maybe because we're more in the city, but I know there is a tick issue as well in Japan, especially like in a little bit more of the countryside. We also wanted to try, as I mentioned previously, I have a friend that I met here in Japan and she has a beautiful Australian Shepherd. So we were trying to see if they could be friends. So yesterday we took them for their first meeting and it did not go well, unfortunately. I can't even pinpoint the moment things went wrong, but it was at their first, like, yeah, it was not good. It wasn't horrible. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't like we need to take them to the vet bad. But 11 has never won a fight. Even when she's play fighting with a dog, she's always the one on the ground. I don't know. She's just always been like that. We've had her stay with a few other dogs, and it's either the dogs are extremely well behaved and really calm energy, or they've had time to meet maybe in like separate crates and they just kind of get used to each other's smell, or we probably did everything wrong. Probably not the way you should introduce 2 female dogs of this breed. So the incident where the nice dog pinned 11 and in a mommy way, and when I pulled 11 that time, I moved her aside. I checked her over because I wasn't sure at that time had there been bite, was there blood. At that time, no. It was just you could tell that she didn't like this, like calm down, but it was all just a show. No blood, both dogs were fine, and 11 was just shaken up, but I'd had hoped she had learned her lesson, play nice. But this time when the dogs kind of went at each other and I pulled 11 away and I saw blood. My baby. I saw blood, but do you want to come outside? She's fine, see? She's fine. Oh, baby. My baby. You want to go pee-pee? Okay, I'll come back. I'll let her go pee-pee. You can't really see. Hold on. On this side. On this side. Yeah, right there. That side, I think she got nicked by a tooth. So it was, yeah, it looks good now. We wiped it down and she doesn't need stitches. So it was just a nick. And she's been really fine and affectionate with us as well. We did stay with our friends for dinner and we separated the dogs. And she did really well with them as well. They gave her some toys to play. Everybody had a little bit of blood. I think it just bled more than it looked. It was just a nick, but I felt so bad for everyone. I know they felt horrible. I know their dog is also, it's from the US, so we are all going through the same struggles here in Japan, and this couple is like a power couple. Like, they're young and active and energetic, unlike me and Masa, who are like middle-aged, tired people. Or like, what have we gotten ourselves into? So if you are not like this crazy energetic couple or person with land or has the ability to really get your dog stimulated both mentally and physically, don't get this kind of dog. We've struggled. Like, if I'm being honest, we've even gone through moments, especially when she was younger, where we questioned if we were the right fit. But she loves us and she loves Kuro, and we're like, let's just do what we can. And we've paid for like a puppy behaviorist. We paid for training. And then we're doing it again here, and it's not the dog's fault. Like, this is 100% on us, the humans, and it's a huge responsibility because you don't want them to get hurt, and you don't want them to hurt another dog or a child or a human. And in Japan, it's really hard because she's considered a larger dog, and things get forgotten. The environment has changed, we've changed, so we have to work on our end and just try to do what we can for her. Okay, so I just let 11 out. I was out there with her and I was trimming some of the weed, and the mailman was it's the backyard right in our mailbox, I guess, is in the front. Our backyard has a path towards the apartments, and mailman was walking to the apartments to do his delivery, and he saw me out there with 11, and he approached us on the fence, which like 11 hates, because like, oh, how dare you try to come into my backyard. He stopped me to ask if I was the right address, because there was a delivery for me, so he wanted to give it to me in the back instead of going to the front and just putting it in the mailbox. And I was like, yeah, this is me, because I knew I was actually waiting for something. My mom sent me from Canada. She sent me the package from Canada, but the contents are not from Canada. My parents were just on a trip to, oh, so cute, the country I was born in. It's also where they were married. So they were in Belize. Grandma, it smells like grandma. So my parents got me some souvenirs. And dame. Cute summer shirt. It is. And then they got us something special for both me and Masa. Dark roast whole bean, Belizean coffee. Okay, 11 off. I do have to be, I know right now she's being stubborn because I'm recording, but one of the things the trainer says that we have to follow through with her commands, because she's a little bit flippant about it. If there's no treats, she'll be like, I didn't hear you. So those are some of the things I'm working on even before we hand her over. I don't remember what I was talking about as far as 11's. Yeah, meeting with friend did not go good. 11 got nicked, unfortunately. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cry, even though I did have a little bit of a sleepless night just replaying everything in my head and thinking I should have known better as the person who's had dogs the longest. And I feel like I should have definitely done my research more. I'm glad it didn't end up being worse. We didn't end up traumatizing
everyone, but it's definitely it definitely has us all on edge and a little bit more cautious now. They're also going to be contacting the trainer, and hopefully in the future we can do some work where we can get them to with the trainer to be on good friendly terms, and then hopefully they can we can watch each other's dogs in the future. So I'm still hopeful. I think they could be good friends because they're both a little crazy. Yeah, that's